Hey everyone, welcome to my video. So today I'm doing a look based on high-end products that I have, that I enjoy, and just to show you that, you know, really good quality products can equal a really good quality look, which you would assume would be logical. But anyway, it may be useful if you already own these products, just to get a bit of motivation to go, hey, that look might be really good for work tomorrow, that kind of thing. Anyway, starting off. First product is my primer, which is the Benefit Pore Professional. I've used it in the past and it seems to be okay. Not my favorite, but still really nice. I guess one of the reasons I don't particularly favor it is it's quite a silicone-y base, and I find that the silicone doesn't really, well, it just feels like fake and slimy, and it feels like I put it over my skin and the products just fall off. But let's give it a go. Look, actually right now it feels like it's really going everywhere. I guess the important thing is don't use too much, less is more. Because it is silicone-y, it's going to be able to blend out, so it's going to expand. So small amount here, you can just move it all the way along your face. So, primer done. The foundation and concealer I'm going to be using today is Stila. It is Stila's Stay All Day foundation and concealer. The colour is number 2 Fair. I bought this from Mecca Cosmetica. It's really quite nifty because you've got the foundation in the bottle, but the lid actually has, ta-da, little mirror, cute, and concealer. It's still new. I haven't even used it. I have used the foundation a few times, but again, I was just swayed by my normal stuff. I do prefer the Revlon. So anyway, I'm just going to, with my finger, just go inside. I'm going to use this little mirror and go onto the areas of concern. It's a really creamy concealer. I like this. So you're just going to pop it under the eyes as well, get rid of any eye bags that might be there. It's a little bit of a yellow base to this concealer. So I seem to recall, I think the foundation is a yellow base as well. I think my skin itself has pink undertones, but I can make this work. I don't think it's too obvious to the point of looking a little silly on me. So, concealing basically done. And I'm going to be using, as usual, my Wet Damp Beauty Blender dupe. And what's really cool about this foundation is there's a type of plastic spoon. You can see there's a curve to it. So it actually picks up the product, and so it's quite easy to remove, and I think the design of it allows that you're going to get everything from the container, because I believe this foundation is around $50–60. It's certainly not cheap. So I can control how much I use. I'm going to use quite a bit because I really want my skin to look quite flawless. So then I'm just going to just dot it in the places where it's going to be needing to be blended out, and then go ahead and start massaging it in and blending it out with the Damp Beauty Blender. Apologies, I'm not looking at the lens. I'm using my viewfinder as a mirror, even though I have a mirror right in front of me in the bathroom. Okay, so now the foundation's on. I've done 2 layers. You can see it's quite a little, you can see it's a little yellow, so yellow, pink undertone. It's okay, I'll blend it out here on the neck and make sure that it doesn't look too obvious. The loose pad I'm going to use is my go-to, Ben Nye in Fair. Tapping it onto the back of a palette, and I'm going to pick my favourite Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86, and just with the edge of the brush, pick it up and blend it in circular motion so that I buff it in. Just creates more of a flawless type look. I never would have thought that a kabuki, maybe I'm late to the train, a kabuki would apply loose powder so well. I was always quite suspicious of kabukis, and I have a whole set from Sigma that I just haven't used, and this seems to be the shit. Okay, so the next step, now that I've done powder on my face, you can see the colour is a little bit more, not so yellow, it's more of a just neutral undertone. I'm now going to go ahead and do my brows with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in soft brown. And I love this product so much. I ordered another one from Net-a-Porter because they're about $21 from there, which is super cheap. Even with the postage on, it's still really much more affordable than anywhere you can get in Australia. Anyway, so I ordered it I think on Friday and received it by Tuesday from Hong Kong. It was amazing, and I love the packaging. It's always that black box with the beautiful, really good quality black rope kind of thing, ribbon around it. And now I'm going to use my L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. Not really high-end, but depends. If you get it on special, it's not high-end. Usual price, pretty high-end pricing. Just from Priceline, I would usually. Okay, so the brows are now done. The next step is to prime your lids. I'm going to be using the NARS Eye Primer. So it's just Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Just make sure you just really rub that in. It will dry. Sometimes if you have particularly oily lids, what I would do is, if I were you, I used to have very oily lids, I would look down. I know it's silly. Look down, and as you walk around doing stuff in the morning when you're getting ready, just so it sets this way and it doesn't set in the crease. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but it goes into the crease. You can feel it. You can feel it sitting there like glue, like a thick layer of glue that's just set in the wrong place. It's not fun. Again, I'm going to reach for Anastasia because it's super hella expensive. $41 I think for this palette on Net-a-Porter. So I have the light one. It's just the powder. I have yet to really consider investing in a cream one. I know cream is fun, but the idea of putting cream on an oily face scares the hell out of me. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Kit Cosmetics favorite contouring brush. And the colour I'm going to use, I'm going to be quite conservative and stick to the middle sort of taupe matte colour. I think I'm already looking quite white at the moment. I don't want to have dirt on my face. So just going to go straight down the cheekbones to give them more of a highlight, make them look like they exist more than they actually do. You can already see this colour is quite nice on my skin, especially along here. And forehead, just to make it look not as high. I will be putting my hair forward though for this look, just to have more of a fancy going out appearance, even though this is totally a day in for me. All dressed up and nowhere to go. Okay. So sort of blending that down. I know girls with darker skin can make this look so amazing, but I'm like last in the bandwagon in terms of full body tanning. Plus I think there are so many beauty channels out there where it seems all the rage to just tell girls to change their skin colour to a certain aesthetic preference, but you're born a certain way. I've been born very white. I've got quite a strong lineage in Anglo-Saxons from England, and we're all very pasty. Otherwise, some of us will have the map of Ireland on our face, so freckles everywhere. Very lucky I didn't get those. So I'm just going to own the white skin. It is what it is. I mean, but you know, a gradual tan or on your legs or your arms because you're going to go to the beach and might make you feel a little good. That's cool, but day to day, painting your face brown, not for me. It's for some other girls, and all the power to them. Certainly not for me though. This palette, it's just this colour here. I don't know if you can see, but it's light. I'm going to give it a go. There's also a nice banana powder, which I've yet to try. So I'm just going to go ahead with my Zoeva brush, dab it in, pick it up, and go along the top of the cheekbone. So just going all the way along. It's not as pigmented as I thought it would be, but that just gives you more room for not stuffing up. Just sort of play around and see what the amount of sheen you want. I'm going to pop some in my nose. Kind of looks good in photography when I do that, I've noticed. Okay, I think it looks alright. Now, the blush that I'm going to be using, high-end blush, is my Stila Custom Color Blush, Self-Adjusting Coral. I don't know what self-adjusting is, but it sounds kind of cool. So open the sucker up. I've used it a few times. So it's a pink colour and there are gold speckles under there, or silver, it's a little hard to tell. I'm just going to pick it up with my Zoeva brush and go onto the cheeks. Oh, the apple of my cheeks. Wow, this is actually a really pretty colour. This is a nice way of discovering products I just have been slack about. Wow, so it is pigmented. Put a little bit too much on there. Try and blend that sucker out. Wow, and it has got that beautiful sheen to it, so for girls that have normal skin, this is going to look really good. For me, I'm going to have to be very careful to set the T-zone and have rice powder on hand, because the last thing I really want to do is have sheen face. But it is kind of in, especially in summertime. That's hard to avoid. Oh, I'm addicted to this stuff. I'm like, stop putting it on. You're looking like a hooker. Oh, bad times. Okay, so that's that done. I will blend it out later on with some rice powder to just kind of remove that intensity. So, okay. Now we're getting down to business. The eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is my Naked 3 palette. I'm going to go for a really pink colour. I just think it looks nice. I think if I'm going to be doing a high-end look, I'm going to go the elegant route. I've already tried to do elegant with like my necklace and my shirt and my earrings. And so the lid colour that I'm going to be using is, where's my pencil? I'm going to be using the colour Lust. That's that baby there next to the white. It's quite a shimmery colour and I think it'll look really nice. So just go ahead and pack that onto the lids. Okay, so far looking really pretty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get some sticky tape. It's just my go-to now. Just to make sure I have nice sharp corners that are consistent and that I don't accidentally give my eyes a false looking droopy appearance. What is that? What is that right there? Okay, so the next colour that I'm going to go ahead and use is, I'm going to use Buzz. Buzz right here is very shimmery. I'm going to just try and use it on the edges a little bit and see how that appears. So I'm using a Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush. Just going to gently, with a very soft hand, I'm going to lift this up a little bit as well. Apply it. So yeah, it's a lovely shade. It's a nice sort of background colour, like, but it's not something that's going to have much contrast between the colour on the lid. So this is nice to have here, but I'm going to have to apply something a little darker. So that looks quite nice to use next, just to have a little contrast between the two colours, give my eyes a little bit of shape and sexiness, is I'm going to try the Factory colour. Let's give that a go. It's a darker, sort of an earthy brown with a little bit of shimmer. As I'm sure many of you know, this particular palette has a reputation for fallout, and usually I'm quite good with fallout, but right now my face is very shimmery. That's okay though. I can get rid of that. Okay, to really give it a pop, I'm going to go ahead and use Blackheart, which is the darkest colour. I'm very gentle with how I do it, so I'm going to use a small tapered brush. It's a synthetic one. Gently pick up on the end of the brush a little bit of the black. Go paint it directly into the corner. Blend that sucker out. You can really see that right now it looks amazing. It's actually a really beautifully pigmented colour. I'm leaving my eyes open just because there is no rule about having eyes closed when doing makeup. And if it helps with how it's going to look and you know what the finished result will be, power to you. Earlier blending brush, doesn't need to be clean. I'm going to use Strange, which is a white, it looks matte, but I'm sure there's probably some metallic in it, to go above and underneath the brow bone, just to have some more I guess to blend it out a little bit more. Just make the colour all come together. Alright, looking fab. So, look, in terms of an eyeliner which is high-end, I don't believe in them. I think that any eyeliner will do the job. And so I'm just going to go ahead and use my Maybelline one. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so the eyes are looking really good. Have a look. Looking nice. I'm going to give it a little bit more shape by using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Shadow Pencil in Mushroom. I just think it'll look nice with the black. So it's really soft, gentle. To really sex this baby up though, I'm going to use Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. So I've sort of only gone underneath the waterline with the previous liner. This I'm going to go directly on top. Make it sharp, make it look really just amazing. Okay, so I've done mascara. I've just used an e.l.f. one because I actually don't have a high-end mascara because mascara is mascara. But look at the shadow under the eyes. The two eyeliners really just made this whole look pop. Now I'm going to go a little crazy. I don't know whether I'll regret this, but I'm going to use Kat Von D lipstick. Wrong one. In tiny, tiny writing that I can't read. Patented Lady? I think Painted Lady is the colour. This is it here. A little nervous. Who cares though? On Wednesdays we wear pink. Okay, so this has made this look so far out. I love it. And it makes my lips look, my teeth look whiter. Yay. Okay, so on top of this lipstick by Kat Von D, I'm going to go ahead and use a Makeup Store. It's an LED lip gloss. Have a look at this. Oh, it is the most sparkly lip gloss I've ever used in my entire life. I'm going to pop it on top and make this glow. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and use some Skin Divania, the makeup finishing spray in Oil Control. Alright, so here is my high-end pink fun party kind of look. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned, there's going to be more tutorials coming up very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.